Oh no.
Here we go. There we go. Now I can hear everybody. Well, go on.
There's an issue.
Nah, everything is fine. Well, go on, everybody. Welcome to the Yaadie anime experience. Well, go on.
Everything was definitely fine.
Everything
True,
was
true.
definitely
Nothing
fine.
was wrong.
No,
Hi.
yo,
You're hearing from me, Ming, who knew everything was fine and totally wasn't freaked out a while ago. Totally. Very under control, very, very much understood the situation of being controlled. Yes, yes. Anyways, hi. Good afternoon. Hello. What is up, everybody? Welcome, welcome in. YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're coming in from. Welcome, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Yaadie Anime Experience Talk Show. Woo! Jazz hands. You see, this is why we need like one of those audio stuff where you could press a button and like fancy stuff happens. I don't have that. We don't have that, but I want that so we can do fancy stuff. But anyways, here we bring you the latest on anime, art, and Jamaican culture, streaming right here on TikTok and YouTube. Comment below where you're joining in from. It's your girl Ming or Jaming, and with me is my amazing co-host Silva Nicole. In this week's episode, we continue to dive into the world of cosplay.
But you know what? In terms of cosplay, we want to focus specifically on performance and embodying our characters. So, stick around for some tips and tricks later on in the episode where we'll hear from a special performance extraordinaire. We're always down to keep y'all entertained. I must say though, this is the first time, guys, that we're on time. This is the first time we're on time. That's why my equipment was like, nah, this look weird now. This feel weird.
You gotta clap us. You gotta give us that. You
yo.
got the clap, the determination, the professionalism. Like, we're giving right now. We're giving.
Right.
We're giving.
In this episode, we got games, giveaways, and of course, you don't want to miss our call-in segments that we do on our Discord. We'll have the link posted in the YouTube chat so anybody on TikTok can join in when that segment comes up. But for the call-in segment, that's where you voice your anime opinions. All right, we're going to give you the topic and you can give us in your words what you think about it, right? But before we get into all of those things, here is the Yaadie anime experience news. Walk on in the people then, please.
All right, you guys know we have to come at you and give you all the things that are happening in the anime world right now. Okay, so this is what is happening. Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero has finally launched. It came out on October 7, 2024, and I see all the streamers playing it. My friend the other day, we were talking, he's like, yeah, I'm not really into Dragon Ball, but I got the game. And I'm like, brother, why?
People been begging me to play that.
Fighting game, right? Everybody's just like, fighting game, Dragon Ball, duh. And I'm like, all right, my G. He's like, play. I'm like, my G, yeah, buy it for me because that's the only way I'm playing this game.
That's literally what I've been saying. I love fighting games. However,
I do too.
Like,
I'm not
if
buying
you want
it.
me to play, like, please buy it. I'm begging you, like.
If you buy it for me, if you
I
buy
will
me a
play
game,
it. I will zero
play
it for you. Okay?
I will
promise.
Finish the game. I will play every single route on the game. But you don't buy it for me, I can't play the game. Oh, so sorry. It's hard out there. But sadly, Doc Harris, famed narrator of the Dragon Ball series, passed away.
Oh
no. Yeah, just 2 days before its release. That is so sad. Prayers to their family and their friends, their loved ones, and to the Dragon Ball community as a whole. I know that hit a lot of people, especially with the passing of the creator of Dragon Ball as well. It feels like a lot of things are just happening one after the other. But it was a sad moment for the Dragon Ball Z fans. But we have other news to hopefully bring up the energy some more. Nicole, what's happening with ANJ?
Well, on the ANJ agenda, they have their beach cleanup. It is still on for this Sunday, October 13th, between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Fort Clarence Beach in Portmore. So join them in keeping our shores clean, guys. Save the turtles.
Yes,
Same
if you can,
turtles.
definitely join in. Doing a beach cleanup it can be very fun. Bring sunscreen and a hat,
Yes, but
please.
anytime you make sure say you have the sun protection, even if your melanin will not save you guys. I know I'm
Right?
not the person to talk, but your melanin will not save you. You're going to be in the sun. Please,
As you can
please
see,
protect yourself, okay?
exactly. As you can see my dark skin, listen to me. Listen to me very closely. Just because you're black does not mean you don't need sunscreen. We do need sunscreen. Please do it for your skin. Your skin will
I say
thank
you didn't hear it from me. You heard it from Ming. Also,
You heard it from me.
this is a live show, so welcome into everybody in the chat over on
Welcome
YouTube.
in.
Orin, Triforce, Empress, Loner, everybody that's coming in, welcome in. Thank you for the shares.
Thank you for the shares. Thank you for saying hi. Welcome in. Remember for tap up the screen and give us the likes. Oh my god, I said that for the first time.
There you go. So next on our new segment, we have to remember that the Jamaica Esports Initiative will be hosting their video game festival on Saturday, October 26th, starting at 10 a.m. at the Summit in Kingston. General admission is $1,000, and we encourage all the gamers and cosplayers to come out and showcase their skills. For more information, you better follow the JEI on Instagram. And guys, it's gonna be so fun. They have both competitive and casual games from various entities across the community, including the VOA. Shout out to my girls. So this is going to be fun. And of course, the ACF team will be there along with ANJ to bring you the cosplay showcase. So make sure you come out in your cosplay. So Halloween is right around the corner. So make sure you come out in. If you don't have no game cosplay, so Halloween time, so you can come out in your outfits. All right,
bro.
No, sir.
Wait, do you have any? You already pick your cosplay?
Of course. Well, yeah. But I have a special treat. I have a special treat for the attendees of.
Can I guess?
It's scary.
Okay.
People know it already, but I'm adding something extra to make it more special. So yeah, we outside.
You're going to be creepy as fuck. All right. I like that both of us will be wearing cosplays we already wore. So I don't feel bad. It's all right because I'm not wearing anything new. I'm just like, listen, guys, I only have 2 characters that are video game cosplays. I only have 2 video game cosplays. So don't come for me because you've seen it already. It is what it is. Get off.
Hey, we love the recyclability of cosplays is the beauty of it, guys. We don't need the big commercialization of cosplay. There's like merits to it.
A new cosplay,
but we support the creativity, of cosplay.
Exactly. Because just because you've worn it one time doesn't mean you can't recreate it and make it better. It's always enhancing the cosplay as you go along. So just because you wear it once doesn't mean you can't ever wear it again. No, that doesn't make sense. Especially when you put so much time and effort into it. Now you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it a lot.
You're gonna see it all the time. You're gonna see it till you're blue.
You're blue, right? And every time you're going to be like, wait, did you add that? Is that new? And I'm like, yes. Thank you for noticing. You're a king. You're a queen. Thank you. Yeah.
But of course, I gotta say, guys, do you notice something different about the stream? I added something new. I added some stuff, right?
Kind of cool.
I added some stuff, guys. Like, do you see the clouds?
Thank you for the flowers, Zach. That is for Neko because she did that shit. Look at her. Look at our sponsors.
Right. So once again, we are continuing our big up for our amazing sponsor, Zalco Distributors. They give you the best snack experience. They got you covered. They are, available island-wide. They got oat milk. They got Cocoa Royale drinks. They got the favorite Samyang ramen. They got a variety of stuff, guys. They got ramen, they got snacks, they got drinks. Make sure to support them. Their Instagram is eatgoodja. It will be placed in the description. But we gotta show the people them on the screen. Right?
Gotta show. Thank you, Anime Merchant, for the flower. Thank you so much.
So yeah, what's going on with cosplay topics today? Ming.
All right. So we want to continue on cosplaying this week. We know we talked about it a lot last week, but we still had some things that we still needed to talk about. So we're going to specifically be focusing on performance, aka embodying the character. Yeah, we know some people cosplay competitively, but even the regular Joe, like me, very regular Joe, not a competitive girly, you see me. I'm just letting y'all know we have the competitive girly, which is Silver, and then the regular Joe, which is me. Hi, I'm the Joe. Can cosplay in character freely. So give us a little more on that, Nicole.
Right. So, last week we gave you tips on cosplaying locally and internationally, and some of the challenges that cosplayers face, how to work around it, bunch of stuff. Make sure you check out the previous episode if you want to see how that went. It's on our YouTube, so you can see the VOD. But
Mm-hmm.
for performance, I know we talk about this, but we want to tell you, what are the specific things that help you if you want to do a nice performance, right? So, a couple of things to consider when you want to embody a character, guys. One of the things, especially if you are, I guess what this applies to both casual and competitive cosplay, but I guess mainly since we're talking about performances for competitive cosplay, you're looking
Mm-hmm.
at character accuracy. So when you submit a design for a character, you want to make sure that is the one that you are, I guess that's the one you're making, right? You
Mm-hmm.
don't submit like the simplest version of the character and then you do the most complex version of the character. Like we don't know what you're trying to do here, right? Like if like basically whatever you send in is what you're making. If you want to do a fan art, you do a fan art. And you actually need to like create that in that design you have sent in, right? Also, wait a second. Is this Oh, it stopped. Thank you. So, in terms of competitions, a lot of the things you have to think about is the character's accuracy. And basically, sending in a bunch of references to show what you're making is super essential. Character accuracy can depict a couple different things. It can be how well your costume is constructed. It can be the styling of your hair. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
using your natural hair to embody a character, then you need to show in your reference said natural hair, for example, or at least provide
Mm-hmm.
an explanation as to why you've decided to go with your natural hair or change the character's hair. The clothes is another aspect as well. How well does it fit? Does it actually have the same color scheme that you've submitted? And are the pieces um, matching what you submitted, right? Another thing to consider, goes for guys and girls, by the way. I'm not gonna hold you. What
Mm-hmm.
is hair and makeup? Now, remember that cosplay is a performance art. It's like theater, right? It's like acting. And even when you go on a television screen, you need some level of makeup, right? So basically, every part of you is a part of the costume, whether it's the shoes, the face, the hair, the outfit, the whole package. So if you're cosplaying competitively, you have to take all those things into consideration, right? So that's for character accuracy. Wow, I did that in a short space of time. Let's go.
That
Anyways,
is
right. So that's
okay.
character accuracy. Please consider every aspect of the character when you are putting together your thing. So that's for one part of embodying the character. So now storytelling. Hey there, everybody. So storytelling. Now, when it comes to that, you need to think about what is the character doing? What do you want the character to do? So let's take an example from this year's contest. Average. Well, we'll talk about our upcoming guest first, and then talk about Avatar Kyoshi because the two performances are very different. So our upcoming guests for tonight, they had a very cinematic performance. They basically recreated a fight scene or a scene from the movie in which their character originated, basically
Oh,
step for step, beat for beat, right? So that's
wow. Okay.
that's one way, and they also had like a background video to actually match their thing, even though that wasn't able to be shown. So that is one way to portray your character, basically through directly what they portray in the source material. Another way that is also effective to the storytelling aspect is the basically what does your character do. Avatar Kyoshi, for example, her performance was very moving, even though it wasn't a cinematic performance, meaning like a theater style performance, right? But what does she do? She's the avatar. She bends the four elements. So what does that involve? A lot of graceful movement, basically something to show what the bending looks like. And that was a completely different performance, completely different type of performance, but that still sent the right message for the character. So storytelling can embody many different things. It just truly depends on the nature of the character. You gotta just embody what that character is about and essentially an aspect of what it's about. Because some things don't necessarily translate well from 2D to 3D, or some things might be physically impossible, right? So
Very true.
you gotta think about that. Okay. The next thing to consider, well, this kind of ropes into storytelling a bit, but it's expressions, acting, and choreography. So, as I mentioned, competitive cosplay and performances is essentially theater. That's basically what you need to think about. You need to think about it's basically you in a theater performance, right? And basically how you need to, if your character is supposed to be angry, you need to be angry. You need to be behaving as if you're angry. If your character is shy, you need to behave shy, except potato. You gotta basically, when you embody a character, you gotta get them down to personality needs to be there.
You have to act like them.
You need to
you
actually
have to
act
understand
like them, right? So that's a big thing. And also, yeah, in terms of like the acting as well, you gotta, whenever you have a character, you need to look up the different poses that your character does. If your character is from a show, sometimes this is a bit easier because you can look into like the different moves or the different scenes that character shows up in. Another thing to think about, if it's like from a video game, maybe they have different like move sets. Maybe you could study their move sets and like compile them into like a battle scene or something like that, and you work and you show and you can actually provide references for those battle moves in the material you send to us as reference, right? Cosplay method acting for real, exactly. Right?
Quite literally, yeah.
Like, and then choreography as well. It doesn't necessarily mean dance in this case. It could mean fight scenes. It can mean basically what are you doing from point A to point B, right?
Could be acting out a scene.
Right.
Could be something emotional.
Right. So you just it's a planning process essentially. Doing a performance or embodying a character, even on the floor of the convention, especially if you're walking around and you want to be the character. I do this sometimes as well. You're also putting on a performance instead of just walking around. Sometimes especially if you just want to get pictures and stuff, you can literally just walk around a convention behaving like the character.
There's one thing I do want to say about that when it's on floor and it's not in a competitive sense. In the case of embodying a character, I feel like you can embody a character in different ways. You can, for example, stick to trying to be as close to the character as possible, which a lot of people do. Or you can look at it in a way as, how would I be if I was this character? Make that character your own. How would you behave? Like, especially if you're going to put pieces of yourself into that character. For instance, when I'm cosplaying a character, I usually do a black hairstyle or a hairstyle that would more represent me than represent the character. But I also try to put aspects of that character in the hairstyle. Like, for instance, if I'm cosplaying someone like Bowsette, the hair is red. But I'm still going to try and do it into a curly, kinky kind of hairstyle. When I was doing the kid, it was more of an African hairstyle, but I still had the white streaks in it. So you can embody a character while also putting bits and pieces of yourself. It's not to say that you wouldn't like do the pose. I still think it's really good to know the poses and stuff because trust me, it makes for really good pictures. And when somebody asks you for a picture, you don't freeze up and like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what kind of pose you want. So it's really good to have that as a reference. But I do think you don't have to stick to the norm. You can embody a character in different ways. So you don't have to feel like you're in a box and just do what everyone else is doing. Especially if it's not competitive.
Mm-hmm.
If it is competitive, you're way more restricted
Mm-hmm.
because you are trying to showcase that character. Unless it's an original character, which I don't really know how they would um what's it called, judge that. I have no idea how you guys would judge an original character. I have no.
Yeah, how some competitions judge original characters is that they have a separate category for original characters entirely.
Okay.
And for
Okay, that
original
would
characters, like they would like maybe they'd say like provide a lore and all sorts of other things. But yeah, that's how they would differentiate that possibly. Yeah.
Okay, that would make more sense because it could get confusing. All right,
Yeah.
that makes more sense. Mm-hmm.
So let's see. The next thing on embodying characters regarding performances is props and special effects. So of course, with props, guys, you can't necessarily bring in real weapons because safety, and you can't necessarily do projectiles because once again
Safety.
right?
And it's illegal to bring it in the con, just so you know. Not only safety, but
so this is where we gotta use our creative brains, right? And
big brain.
think of using materials other than metals and stuff like that to essentially give the same effect. And if you have swords, they need to be blunt, not sharp.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You need to make or they need to be dull.
And exactly, Niall. Like putting bits and pieces of the character into the cosplay. Like you use your locks, as you said, and you just put the blue extensions in it to give the Nessa feel of it.
Mm-hmm.
But you have a part of yourself in it, which is your natural hair.
Another aspect of props to consider is not just the props that your character has, meaning if your character has swords and stuff like that, but actually on the stage itself. So
like things you're going to interacting with.
Right. So a couple good examples, right? I'm gonna take an old example and then a more recent one. An older example would be the year that Seb cosplayed as the Gundam, and he had buildings on the stage. Like he made little buildings on the stage to show, like, to basically set the scene, right? So yes, the music was there, and maybe at a later date we'll have video, but to have something tangible there that you can interact with, that can sell the performance even more, right? For example, us seeing, so let's say you had a cosplay with guns, but obviously projectiles are not necessarily allowed. Seb as in Sebion design, right? So for guns now, an easy way, or I wouldn't say easy, but a way to show that it's shooting without having projectiles is to have lights. Yeah. So like when like to show that it's shooting, to have like blinking lights, like that. And
you could use the sound effects with it as well.
Sound effects in the music, if not in your prop, will also sell the idea of a gun shooting.
Gunshot.
Right? So that's an option. I'm gonna take an example from my recent performance, otherwise as Vox. He is essentially a media guy, a host, let's say. One of his jobs is to be a television host. So in order to show that to the audience, I had a desk in the middle of the stage, and then a wad of papers to show a script. So when the news broadcast started, I had the papers, but in the scene, he's really talking from his head. The papers are just for show. So when the news segment switched, I just threw the papers in the air because I'm just talking from my heart. But you see how that gives the effect or shows what the character is actually doing? It actually sets up the scene when you have tangible things for the audience to
like see and react to.
Right? I'm gonna take this question here. What's the hardest part of cosplaying for us?
Oh, okay, you go
Ooh.
first. Or maybe
So
I go first.
no, you go
No, you
first. Actually, nah, you
me?
go first.
Me? Okay, okay. Okay. The hardest part of cosplaying for me. Okay. There are two things. The hardest part of cosplaying in Jamaica is it's going to be an in Jamaica thing.
Okay.
Walking around in the cosplay for the whole day is the hardest thing, is one of the hardest things for me. Because I usually have on a lot of things. There's a lot of people and I'm really busy. Usually. So it makes it hard. Depending on what I am wearing, it's not the most comfortable thing. And I am doing a lot.
Okay.
So that makes it hard. The second hardest thing is getting ready. The reason I say getting ready is one of the hardest things for me is because doing the makeup, putting on the clothes, making sure all the props and whatever are all together, and being able to get someplace on time is one of the most difficult things I ever have to do. Because anything can go wrong, a prop can break, a rip can happen in the cosplay. I have to stop. I can't fix it. I have to go get my mom. I'm like, danger. We have an issue. And my mom is in Portmore and I'm like, Jesus, you just don't want me to be a good girl. And this cannot work.
Oh no.
But getting ready is always a stressful situation for me because I personally can't immediately just fix an issue when it happens. So I have to figure out creative ways to fix it because, guys, I'm not going to even kid you. I can't go back to Portmore. If something happens, I got to fix it right then and there. And usually, so far, it's been good, knock on wood, because next year, if that happened to me, I'm just going to cry. Just saying. Okay.
Well, next year we'll likely have a dedicated cosplay repair station. So
yeah,
anybody who has issues with their cosplays, they will be able to stop by and get that sorted.
You know, that is something we've always wanted to have, and I really hope we have it next year. I really do. Hi.
Yeah, I will agree. I will agree regarding that being one of the hardest parts. Basically, whenever you're putting together a cosplay, one of the biggest things you have to make sure about is that when you translate something from 2D to 3D, that you make it realistic enough that you can walk, that you can actually survive in it. Especially sometimes you have to think about
especially in Jamaica without AC.
The heat. And that is something you gotta really consider when you're doing and choosing cosplays. And also, if you're gonna do something that is really bulky and really hot, how long are you gonna wear it for? Right? Okay. And if you're competing, be prepared to wear it for the entire, at least half a day. And make sure that your cosplay can last for that entire half a day.
Don't give yourself a heat stroke, people, please. Oh my God.
Don't do it. Think about your health. Your health, please. Okay? Health is wealth.
Very much. This is why I cosplayed Chopper on the first day, because I knew I was cosplaying Death the Kid. I'm like, at least one day I need to be comfortable. At least for one day.
For the first day,
I
didn't even put on Wonder Woman until the end of the day. So
Chopper was so easy. Chopper was just like a normal. Chopper cosplay was so free, so nice. I was just like, yo, I'm having a great time, guys. Great time. Very comfy. Very nice. The next day I was like, I hate everything. I hated everything.
Well, we're gonna move into the last segment about embodying a character through performance. All right. So we kind of touched on this one, but I'm gonna kind of like put this a little bit together. So we're gonna go into like audience reactions and also dealing with stage fright and nervousness. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
To be honest, there isn't too much to say on the audience. What I will say is that when you make a performance, consider the embodying of the character, but also consider the entertainment value. That's what I'd say. Because it is a performance at the end of the day. You want to make sure you embody the character, but it's also good to do something that is eye-catching. Something that something that has a wow factor to it. So when you're embodying a character, think of what your wow factor is. Include a wow factor in your clothes, in like maybe you did something really interesting with your makeup or whatever, but think about a wow factor and what will catch people's attention when you embody a character. So you can either embody a character in, as Ming said, if you're on the floor, if you're on the convention floor, that is, in your own way, in your own little creative way. If you're performing, or rather, if you are competing, you gotta embody it as you embody what you have submitted. So even if it's in a creative way, make sure you embody what you submitted. And if what you submitted is whatever the character is in the show, as is, then be prepared to embody the character as if you stepped out of the show. Right? So yeah, that's a thing to think about. So in terms
Quick
of
question. One quick question about embodying the character on stage, right? Say for instance, I'm going to do the character, like, let's use my Death the Kid cosplay. I'm going to embody the character and everything. Clothes is the same, but I want to do something with my natural hair or a braided style, something that shows my roots. Would I have to submit fan art of that to be judged based on that instead of the character, like specifically Death the Kid? Because I wouldn't be giving off fully Death the Kid because of the hair.
Right.
How
so it's all about sending in a reference. So you can say you can send in the reference to the original character, but in terms of what anything you're modifying, we need a reference to. So a good example of this is when in 2019 when there was a Goblin Slayer cosplay, right? And his gloves were from Lord of the Rings. But so he did his gloves differently, or his armor on his hands differently, but he submitted that as a reference, and he also justified his reason for changing it as well. Another thing to think about too is, if you're making changes to a cosplay, bring a reference and justify your reasoning for changing it. When I was Vox in Barbados, if you don't know, Vox has a TV for a head, and I did not do that, right? Not necessarily because of the difficulty, but I chose not to, right? And I had to justify to the judges why I didn't. And in my defense, it was to do a Broadway style performance, basically, so everybody could see my facial expressions, etc. Basically, if you're gonna change anything about a character, bring a reference and justify it. Justify said change, right? Was Wonder Woman comfortable?
This is why she didn't wear it for the whole day.
In the creator's defense, right? I didn't get to really fit it that much before I wore it on day one, so it wasn't bad. But any armor cosplay can be a little bit tricky to wear, right? So that's something to think about.
Anytime I see armor cosplay, I'm just like, how do you not have an AC unit in the cosplay? How are you surviving? That just seems like impossible work. Impossible.
Right. AnimeCom is held at the end of July almost every year. This year it was held at the beginning of August. Next year we are gonna announce the date for next year shortly, so stay tuned for that. Right?
Stay tuned. And if you want to know the theme, stay extra tuned.
Right.
Yeah.
So the last point is dealing with stage fright and nervousness. So a thing to think about with regards to that, because I do still get nervous sometimes. Even the best of us can get nervous, right? Think of it like this. You're not presenting yourself. You're presenting the character. So people are not judging. So think of it like people are not judging you, I guess. Like, put yourself in the character's shoes and think of yourself as the character. Don't think of yourself as yourself. That's a weird thing to say, but that's how do you know, like, how people say having an alter ego can boost your confidence?
Yup.
It's kind of the same thing, the same logic. So
it's not really you, it's someone else.
Yeah. Think of the people are judging what they see, right? And it's not you. It's whatever you are portraying to them. And in this case, you're portraying a character. So to help take away said nervousness in your head, think of it like this. It's not you at your core that they're judging. It's whatever you are presenting to them. And so so separating yourself or your personal self-consciousness from whatever you're embodying in the moment can help. Because so a thought would be, if you were cosplaying, okay, you basically think of it like this. What would your character do in this situation? Right? That's how you think of it. So if you are cosplaying Tengen, you know that he's a very flashy, very bossy character. And if people are looking at him and like if the attention is on him, how is he behaving? He has like bravado, ego. He's just stunting on everybody. That's what you
He's loving it.
Right, he's loving it. That's what you need to tap into, right? That's what you tap into.
I'll just like to say, for people who can't do that, because I do know it's so difficult. It's very difficult to make an alter ego because you're in your own head, and I do understand that because you have to put on the performance and you have to get out of your head to make that. So the one thing I will say for people who aren't quite there yet in making an alter ego are just like taking yourself out of the equation and just trying to be someone else. Shut off your mind. This sounds so crazy, but shut off your mind for five or 2 minutes and go out there and do your best. Because if you think of it this way, if you go out there and just wave and walk back, it's the same way people are going to view you if you went out there and did something. Honestly, if you just go and just wave, people are going to be like, what's that? So you know what? Just think about it. No matter what you do, people are going to judge it anyway. So at least do something you can be like, okay, I'm proud of that. Whether people liked it or not, I'm proud of that. And it's just for 5 minutes or however long your performance is. I don't know.
And at the end of the day, guys, it's always good to just give your best. You can never have any regrets that you may have. It goes away once you know that you've done your best, regardless of the result. Once you have done your best, there is nothing to regret. You did your best in that moment, and you should be proud of yourself as such. That's how I see it, right? That's entirely how I see it.
I 1000% agree.
How about you guys? What character would you like to embody one day? You know, drop it and let me know.
Tell us about it in the TikTok chat. Tell us about it in the comments. I want to know who you cosplaying, who you want to embody, who you want to be. I want to be Esdet.
I want to do Lucy from Cyberpunk for sure.
Okay, look at us, these characters. Ooh, I'm side-eyeing both of us. The only reason I'm kind of nervous about doing Estet though, I remember cosplaying Hibana and going to Japan there, and people asking me to step on them, and I was so thrown off. I was like, brother.
Something to think about, guys. Cosplay is not consent.
It is not.
Think about it. And yes, their character might do certain things.
Honestly,
remember,
would never do
there's
it
a person under there, guys. It's not like it's a hired cosplayer. She's just cosplaying at the event. Cosplayers have boundaries. Let's think about that.
They do. I'll just say, in that situation, it wasn't something that I was like, oh my god, how could you? It was more like I was just shocked. I didn't expect it. So I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to react. So I did step on them. I was like, okay, sure. I mean, I don't know. In that situation, my mind was like, huh? Okay, I guess. But then, like, now that I think about it, because they're like, yo, Hibana would definitely do this. I'm like, actually, Hibana would never do it because you're telling her to do it, and Hibana would never do something you're telling her to do. Actually. So, you know, like, outside of the situation, I'm clear-headed, and I'm like, who told you Hibana would do that? I'm saying she wouldn't. But in the situation, I was like,
yeah, so think about your cosplayers, please. They're not the as much as they are cosplaying a character, they're still people. So
We're still
the
yes.
same
You want to be
respect or
Juvia?
the same way that you would approach a person, approach these characters the same way, at least with
Please
the same
do.
respect. Because as much as a character might do this, somebody may not necessarily be comfortable with doing all the things that a character does.
Very true. Which is
Right.
why, if I'm going to cosplay as that, it wouldn't be at AnimeCom because I wouldn't be able to embody the character. It would be at somebody else convention, and I would be. You see, immediately as I come out, I'm Esdead. Don't talk to me. I'll tie you up and put you in a cage. Don't talk to me. Don't talk to me. I'll put you in a cage. You know what? Ooh, that would be a great prop. Have a little cage and have the guy just in the cage and have up a little sign saying, "Help me." Hey, nobody do that. That was my idea, by the way. Nobody do
not
that.
you putting your idea out there, but all right.
Right, don't do anybody who does that. I know where you got it from, bro. I know you got it from me.
Oh my. I'm loving these characters though that y'all have chosen.
They are. Oh, I see a Juvia. I haven't heard about Juvia in so long. I miss Fairy Tail.
Yeah, this is what when we're talking about embodying a character. One more point on that, by the way, that I got the itch to do Okarunino, and I'm so glad I did. Can I say I had to satisfy that curiosity because nobody was providing the content that I wanted for this character. I understand the anime just dropped, but come on, guys.
It literally.
I know it just dropped, but
it literally was one episode.
I was waiting for the Okarun videos, okay? Waiting.
Goody was like, I can't wait anymore.
It's been one episode. It's been a week. I'm gonna do this.
Goody said it's been a week. You took too long. I'll do it myself. I'll
I'll be the inspiration. Somebody else, please make some more Okarun videos.
All right. Okay.
Right. So
I don't know who you're looking at, but okay.
With that being said, you know we have a special guest joining us soon because every episode we got a special guest from the community. You know what's good, what's up. For those who, you know, may not know or who may have missed it, AnimeCom Fest, we held our annual Jamaica Cosplay Championship on Sunday, August 4th, 2024, and we had so many amazing entrants this year. Like, y'all blew me away.
Honestly, we can't even stress how competitive it was this year. Excellent craftsmanship and performers graced the AnimeCom Fest stage. Like, they blew us away. Honestly, the judges again had a hard time with the best of the best placing first, second, and third. We were lucky enough to snag an interview with one of these amazing cosplayers for this very episode. And if you had post notifications turned on for AnimeCom Fest on Instagram, you already know who it is. Join us in giving a big ACF fam welcome to one of Jamaica's Cosplay Championships second runner-up, Robert Davis, aka Nightmare Batman. Woo! Hold on, woo! Davis.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
Wait, why? Come on. Wait,
probably to fix his audio, but yes.
Oh.
Our guest is the second runner-up for the Jamaica Cosplay Championship.
Oh my goodness.
And he's having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. Robert Davis was also a previous champion of the Jamaica Cosplay Championship when he originally did a different version of Batman with a completely different cosplay, so that's awesome. Are you hearing us, or you want to mute the stream in the background?
The stream, yeah.
All right, hold on.
Sure.
Are you hearing us, or you want to mute?
I'm hearing you, but I need mute here.
Yeah.
Are you hearing me now?
Yes.
Yes.
We can hear you, but
Hello?
we can't see you. If you want to if you're only using audio, that's totally fine as well. Oh, there we go.
Okay. Oh!
Look at the setup!
We have treated.
Look at the setup! We're looking all professional, right?
Uber professional. Oh, I see the Nightmare Batman. I see the Deathstroke? Oh my god, look at all of and Red Hood?
Red Hood, yeah. And last year's Batman, you know.
Yes.
I see the trophies. I see the trophies.
Yo, people, I saw Jesus.
The flex,
I
the flex, we
The flex.
appreciate.
There you go.
I love the setup.
Thank you.
The setup is good. The setup is good.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
All right.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I am here. I'm excited to be here and just waiting for all the questions.
All right, so first question then. How about you give us a little tiny introduction? Who is Robert Davis?
The people want to know.
So hi, I'm Robert. You hear me now? Good. Okay. So hi, I'm Robert Davis. I based on what I know, I'm probably the oldest cosplayer. That's with you guys. I'm not going to disclose my age this time.
That is
but
crazy.
I'm
Now
probably
we
the
need an
oldest
age.
cosplayer. I've been doing it for now 7.5 years,
Okay.
and I absolutely love it. And I don't want to get too deep in terms of work and yada yada yada. But from the cosplay side, I just like making costumes and having fun.
All right, since you mentioned how long you've been cosplaying for, what was your first cosplay?
Yeah.
Well, so my first cosplay was Scarecrow from DC Universe.
Ah, yes, I
Um,
remember that.
Yes, the Scarecrow. Yeah, I had no idea what I was doing. Uh, to get the fluid in the system and all that kind of stuff, but it was a learning experience, and I think I kind of pulled it off, and it was actually the first time. The mask is probably still my most complex mask because it was actually latex and a bunch of stuff. So
Oh wow.
I've never gone back there since.
The
It was
trauma
hard.
is real.
The trauma of all that hard work, man. Okay, so
Yes.
I see that you're a big DC guy, but the next thing I want to know, we know you've been an active member in the Jamaica cosplay scene. What has that experience
Yeah.
been like so far?
It has been amazing. The fact that there's actually a community, because what I was one of the things I've always wanted to do cosplay, and I had
Mhm.
no idea there was such a large community that was just there doing this all this time. So the person who introduced me, I mean, I knew that Rhea was doing it, but I wasn't, I didn't really know until after. But it was Sebion or Romario that introduced me. I met him in Black Panther costume
Ah,
when Black
yes.
Panther came out.
I
Yes,
remember that
and
outfit.
I realized that hey, you know, I there are people like this. There are guys out here that are doing this, and I'm like, get out of here all of this time, and that's how I got it. And I just went to work, and
That
the
is
rest is history.
so great. That's so great. Meeting someone that shares the same hobby as you, that you
Mhm.
can relate to, can really bring out that creative edge in you. And that I'm so glad that happened.
Yeah.
So your cosplay
Yep.
Nightmare Batman placed third this year at the Jamaica Cosplay Championship. Tell us what that moment was like for
Yes.
you and what inspired you to choose that cosplay.
All right, so I'm always trying to do something that's different. As you know, as I mentioned in my introduction, I am still a little bit conscious about the fact that I'm an older person. And so, if you realize, all my costumes have masks. They have
Mhm.
masks. So I am behind the mask. I'm the person or the man behind the mask. And so, Nightmare Batman is not a well-known costume of Batman, and I just wanted to be different. And I was a little bit lazy, to be very honest with you, because what I really wanted to do was Red X from Teen Titans.
Mm.
But
Oh.
you know I, but the work was, just general life and work just was a little rough.
Mhm.
And so I opted for something that was a little bit easier, which didn't really end up being that way because I concentrated a lot on the character to actually give him abs and that kind of stuff. So it was a bit of work because I've never actually done like abs that look like real abs before. They're normally, we might cut out ab looking structure,
Yeah.
but to
Mhm.
actually form the foam into abs was something new for me. And
Okay.
and that's cosplay and costume building. You learn every day something new.
True.
That is
very
a fact.
true.
If it's one thing,
Yeah.
cosplayers always
Yeah.
turn them hand and make fashion. That is that is even if that's a Jamaican term, that is literally cosplay in of itself. For
Very
sure.
true. That's
Very,
the
very.
cosplayer. That's a cosplayer motto,
Actually, I
actually.
should add this too, which is, as I say, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. This is very, very true in cosplay.
Mm,
I
very
remember
true.
this year's second place
Very
winner,
true.
their prop that they had in their hand, it was a toothbrush holder. But you would have never know it's a toothbrush holder if them never open it. That was the wildest thing for me personally. We never know at all. With that creativity in mind though, can you walk us through your creative process? Do you start with sketches, reference materials? What's it like? Robert? You
You
can
hear me?
hear?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so I was mentioning like in terms of your creative process.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. You want to walk us through your creative process? Do you use like sketches, reference materials? What's it like?
Okay, all right. So, and I think this is what most people should do. Again, Nightmare Batman was not, as I said, a very popular character. It only came up in that movie. So I had to dig deep to get pictures. In order to do that, you had to get front profile, back profile, side profile, mask, etc., etc., and then try to figure out, how to build it. So yes, it starts with sketches. Well, sorry, not sketches, but clip art or art from Google or wherever you can source them, and then you try to figure out, okay, how can I make the chest piece? Does he require leg armor, whatever like that? And then you from there, if you have to use EVA foam, is it cloth? Is it something that you have to purchase? Like in this case, it's a trench coat that I converted and distressed and stuff like that. So basically, you use the your sketches. Then from there, you look about what materials to use, and then from there you start your building. Of course, you'd have your base stuff to build a costume already. So that's how you do the process, and you take it bit by bit, piece by piece, until you get the final product.
Yep. And with all of that in mind, we have to also consider time management because all of these characters, a lot of these characters have very complex builds. So taking it
Takes a
step
lot
by
of
step
time.
and spreading out the process, I believe, also can help in that respect, right? What were
Most
some of
definitely.
the biggest challenges you faced while crafting your costume? How did you overcome them?
Okay, so well, I mentioned before actually doing abs because this particular Batman costume, which is Ben Affleck's costume, it's really more actually his body as opposed to armor. So it was to craft the abs and the chest line and that kind of stuff was a little bit hard, but I figured out, and it was just basically a mixture of using the heat gun and forming out the abs, drawing them out, forming out the abs, and then using glue behind it to keep them in that position. So that's how they stay formed all the time. For me, with all of my costumes, I do a lot of reinforcement. That's something you guys were talking about a costume might burst during, when you get to the event and that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. So I take a lot of time also to reinforce the insides of my costume and stuff like that. Maybe another time we can talk about tips and trades and secrets of how to keep your costume stable. As you saw from the video, I rolled and the costume stood up.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was, I
first.
must say
Yeah.
that was
Yeah.
impressive.
Very durable.
That was
very-
definitely impressive, I must say.
That's how we know your cosplay was well made and not going to come undone under any type of pressure, which is very impressive.
Extremely
honestly.
important, honestly.
Mhm. So the next thing we want to
Actually,
know. Mhm.
No, I was just saying that actually this Punisher costume, this one, this is one of my earlier costumes. This one can probably take not a long, not like a combat knife, but it actually can take a stab to the chest in real life.
Okay,
Oh,
I built
that's
it that
dope.
way.
That's crazy. I
That's
don't know how
dope.
you know that. Did you test that?
I tested how far a knife would penetrate. Yes.
Oh wow. Okay. So you got like real armor.
Yo,
Sick. Sick. That's great.
that's sick.
To be honest with you, I mean, like a lot of people, the dream is to be a superhero or something like that. So I get the opportunity to do that via cosplay. So each character that is made, I really, and again, Rhea spoke about this, is to embody the character. And so I'm building the costume. I am that character building that costume because I'm going out to battle. That's how I view it, and that's how I build.
I love that. So going on more from embodying the character, what does cosplay mean to you personally, and how has it impacted your life?
Well, cosplay is really a step out of the real world. I mean, a chance. It's for me. It's relaxation. Building a costume is my form of relaxation. Don't ask me how, because
The
it's really
stress.
frustrating. Exactly, the stress. But it's good stress for me. It's
Find
a puzzle.
enjoyment. Mm-hmm.
Right, and so building the costume is a puzzle. How do I take this foam and craft it into what I want, just like a puzzle, and that final picture. So the mere fact that at the end of the day, you have a Batman or a Deathstroke or any of these characters, and it came from a square piece of foam, it's satisfaction right there. In terms of thing, as I say, it's just relief from stress, from the day to day. Lord, I got bills to pay. Even though it's expensive,
Real.
It
it's
is.
my
Completely
release.
real.
It's my release.
Yes.
It's my release, and everybody has some sort of release, and cosplay is my release.
If you make your money, you should decide how you spend your money. That is your fun money. That's your fun money. Exactly. Your fun money.
Exactly.
No one should question you about what you do with your fun money, ever.
At any age, quite frankly,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you make it, you earn it, you decide
Your
what you want to
money.
do with it, right?
Exactly. As long as your bills are paid, you're fed, and you're responsible in taking care of yourself, what you do with your fun money is your money. All right. So I know we talked about what cosplay meant to you. So the next thing I want to ask you about, where can your fans or fellow cosplayers find you on social media so that they can keep up to date with your cosplays, which events you're going to be at, so they can, keep up, because at this point you are a well-decorated AnimeCom Fest champion, like very well decorated. So where can these people find you?
Okay, so I do have a page. The thing about it, I am really I look at everything. I do have a page, but it's not really updated as much as it should be, because I'm not really about that. I like looking at other people's things and laughing or whatever like that. So I don't have a lot of things on my page that would say, okay, today I'm building this, tomorrow I'm building that. I don't want to say, well, I like Batman. I guess I kind of keep it secret. I'm Bruce Wayne and nobody needs to know.
It's a surprise. We don't want to spoil it.
Okay, let's not spoil it, and I don't want any people to know. I mean, every once in a while, you may see something that I do pop up. I will give Rhea permission to post it later in the repost. But for now, I won't mention it right now.
Oh,
But Rhea,
you have secret stuff?
yeah, no, there's a reason, and Rhea knows why.
Okay,
So,
Okay.
we do it in a repost. Yeah, we do it in a repost, and then we can move from there. So, I'm not going to do it live.
Okay,
But,
so
Rhea,
his information will be
repost.
available in the description, guys. So for those on TikTok,
Yeah, man.
make sure you head back over to YouTube for the VOD later on, and we'll post the information accordingly. When all the ducks are in a row, you'll see all of that information to contact him, whether you want to find out more about what he does for cosplay. Someone asked if you take commissions.
Ooh.
I don't know if you do, or if that's in the cards.
Taking
Or you
people
just
money?
do this for you personally. Because me personally, I can tell you for sure, I don't take commissions.
Girl is like,
Point
no,
blank
that.
period, okay? But that's just me.
No, that.
I do take commission. I would take commissions. I've done one before, but it actually was overseas. But I don't know. I guess because most people are not really into what I do. They're more anime along the line of anime.
Oh yeah, you do more like
as
DC and
opposed to
comic book
superhero and
stuff. Yeah.
like that. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
everybody's asking for. So the probably the one thing I'd probably take commissions on is swords.
So like
So
props,
I
essentially.
make
Yeah.
my swords. I would do swords. So if anybody wants to do swords, because honestly, I'm an armor smith,
Yeah.
not a weapon smith.
Mm-hmm.
So like Sebastian is a weapon smith and an armor smith. I'm an armor smith.
Okay.
So
Okay.
for those people who might not understand more, you have some people are across the board, and then you have specialties. So I'm very good at armor. The Batman's nightmare weapon took a long time. Actually, it actually came out good. I was very surprised. It was the very first time for that too. So I'm not really 100% confident in weapons, with the exception of swords. And my swords, again, like I said, are made of wood, crafted for Deathstroke, and I have two others. They're actually the real length of a samurai sword in terms of the hilt and in terms of the blade
Okay, nice.
to
Okay.
the teeth. So yeah, so I'm very particular about them, and so I guess I'm probably like Hattori Hanzo.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
when we make swords, a Hattori Hanzo sword.
Yeah.
Right.
It makes
So
sense.
right. So if anything, yes, I would do swords.
Okay.
So if there's a commission for a sword, yeah. But in terms of the other costumes, I'm not too sure. I would have to look at the character and then decide whether I want to take it on or not.
Okay.
Totally
Please,
understand.
I'm glad that I know this now. So if I need a sword, because I have a cosplay in mind.
You see, I'm glad too, because sometimes
Yes.
there's times I don't want to do certain things. I gotta say.
Right? And I'm just like, these are props. I'm just like, I don't want to do this. I don't know how to do this. This is a lot of work. Dang it. So now I'm really glad that we know this. But like the final question that we need to know, Rhea, ask the man the question. Ask him what we all need to know.
Right. So we know you're a comic book fan, DC. You love to do Batman, those type of
Yeah.
characters. However, this
Mhm.
is at the end of the day the Yaadie anime experience.
Anime experience.
Right.
Thank
So
you
I
very
just
much.
want to know.
We
long-
all want to know.
How long you been an anime fan? What's your favorite anime? All right, you must got one at least.
You must got one. Just one. Did you hear that DC's in
Um,
anime now?
I
Isekai.
have been.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay. So yes, the first question is I've been a fan. How long? About 10 years.
Okay.
Not to deep dive. So for me, just to lay them out, and then I think the question was, what's my favorite, right? You asked what was my
Yes.
overall favorite.
Yes.
All right. So not a lot of them, but my Hero Academia.
Okay.
Have to
Wow.
one. Some of what I like One Piece, but I just didn't have the patience to go through all 100 and something.
You see,
So
I
I
understand.
Just
think
like-
I've gone.
I would just like to say,
Yeah.
One Piece is being remade.
Yes, it is being
So,
remade.
if you are interested in watching One Piece, but you don't want to watch it from the beginning and you want to watch the good animation, and they did say that they're going to be like taking out a lot of the unnecessary stuff as well. So if you are interested in One Piece, this is the perfect time to get into One Piece with the new animation coming out. They're coming with A-grade animation. They're taking off the excess fat, so it is going to be there for new fans to come and enjoy. Look at me just taking away a whole thing and just going into my One Piece. Yo, I sound like a cult leader.
the One Piece queen had to step in. I'm sorry.
But yeah, so One Piece, One Punch Man, definitely One Punch.
I love One Punch Man. Mhm.
Yes, Death Note. That was introduced
Oh,
to me
wow.
by a really good. And then Naruto is my all-time favorite, and that actually was really what got me deep into it, which was the Chunin fight between Gaara and Chun-Li. Like, my friend introduced me, just showed me that fight, and I was like, yo, I'm hooked. So Naruto all the way. Kakashi is my favorite character.
Yes.
But I've just, yeah, but
Naruto is a
unfortunately
favorite.
Right, but I'm not a fan enough to
To cosplay.
them.
That's totally
Yeah,
fine.
it's
Yeah.
it's good. It's really good. I love it, but I don't think it's not interesting enough for me.
Mm. It's not something you would
It
see
does
yourself wearing or see yourself like
no,
making. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
no,
good.
no.
Like cosplay should be something that you see and you're like, I want to have this. I want to wear this.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have that type of feeling. I want to make this. If you don't get that
Yeah,
feeling, it
it
don't make any
does.
sense. Yeah.
So it's really, yeah, the challenge. The challenge is
Yeah.
really what it is, because most of those costumes are really bought. The jacket can be bought, the tops can be bought,
Yeah, those
the
bigger
shirtings
animes
can be
are
bought,
super
all of that kind of
commercialized, and a lot of merchandise, even in
right,
cosplay,
It's
are
made,
available.
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Which let me say it right now, nothing is wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
Cosplay is cosplay, however you do it. But I really prefer to build and create, and it gives me much more satisfaction in the final product.
Yep, that's totally a thing. And to that to the people in the chat as well, this is a reminder that cosplay is for
It's
everybody.
for everybody. Any
Everybody.
age,
Yeah,
any body type, any person that has an interest in making something. You have to
Mm-hmm.
understand to, cosplay is a way to get out your skills as well.
Mm-hmm.
You have craftsmanship, sewing, there's so many things that can come out of cosplay
Mm-hmm.
that can enlighten yourself and make you uplift yourself, whether it's for relaxation or monetary reasons. There's so much
Mm-hmm.
benefit that you can get from cosplay.
So many
It's
different
not
avenues as well. And so
so many.
if you're not able to do like the
absolutely.
making, like Robert here, you could do cosplay modeling, you could do cosplay
Mhm.
content creation. There is so many different avenues to explore, but we love the fact that we have Robert here,
Yes,
lifting the load of the craftsmanship for the rest of us. We love to see it. Love to
swear,
see
the
it, dog.
craftsmanship, he's taking it and he's just showing us the way. He's guiding us at this point, guiding, and we
I
appreciate
have to
it.
say this. I have to say this, and this is for everybody. I think everybody who is not an artist will have to say this. I hated art class.
Damn.
And I'm going to say this right now.
Wow.
I would like to thank my prep school teacher, art teacher, for
Mhm.
teaching me how to cut, teaching me how to paint,
You
and all of that stuff,
appreciate it now.
because I appreciate it now.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, if it wasn't for those classes, half
Mm-hmm.
of what I'm doing now would not happen.
You will
So,
not see a
yeah,
Nightmare Batman, the Deathstroke, the Punisher. These things,
exactly.
these armors, these masks just
Exactly.
wouldn't exist.
Mhm.
Honestly, and they look
Thanks, art teacher.
amazing.
Fantastic enough.
Thank you, art
Fantastic.
teacher.
Thank you. And thank you, Robert, for joining us today. Honestly, your
Okay.
setup was great. You gave us so much enlightening
Mhm.
information. Honestly, so great having you.
Thank you very much, guys.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much for coming, and also for continuing to strive in the creative process in cosplay. Not only for yourself, but also for the community. We love to see everybody in the
Mhm.
community doing their part and doing their thing and shining. We love it. We love it.
We love it so much. Thank you again. All
Thank you very
right,
much.
Robert, have a good night and make sure we see you because we want to hear your anime opinion too, We do want to hear them. Yes. All right. Thank you so much again. Later.
Okay, bye-bye, guys. Okay.
Oh man.
All right. Thank
That
you
was a
so
lovely
much again.
segment.
That was
Can I
a
tell
great
you?
talk.
I love when our guests come out and do their thing. I love to chat
I
with the people
do.
them. I love to chat.
I
with
I
people
love
them.
learning about like why they got into cosplay, what it means to them. Like
Mhm.
learning about the kind of stuff you can really understand how they got to where they are now. It's really interesting to see that. Really appreciate that, man. All right.
So we
On to
have
the
our.
next thing.
So I know
It's time.
it is time. The segment that y'all love to hear. I know say una love giveaways and them things.
You
I
know.
know say you love things, you love free things. We're all Jamaicans here. There is
Free
no
things.
shame in that. So
None at all.
this is a segment we like to call Guess the Protagonist, right?
Woo!
So the people them in the chat, whether you're from TikTok or YouTube, this is your time to shine, all right?
We're watching. Get ready.
This is your chance to win an awesome prize, okay? So you might have wondered how a particular giveaway went. If you didn't know, we hold 2 giveaways. We hold one on the Instagram and one here on the live. So for those who missed the wait, what? We normally do one
Today.
on Instagram, but I just realized, say, well on. Is it
Today
today
is
we
a
had to
little
both of
different.
them? Hey,
Yes, today
you tell the people them, Ming, because apparently I am
will.
misinformed.
Yes, today we have decided to do both of the giveaways here on the live, on the podcast,
So
right
y'all
here,
get 2
right
free things.
now.
That's crazy.
You get 2, no, them don't get 2 free things, them get 2 chances at a free thing. Because remember, if you answer, remember, if you answer and you get it right, you can't answer
Right,
again.
so if you get one right, you're gonna only get one thing. If the next question come and you get it right, you can't get it. It must go to somebody else. But that means 2 people can win tonight instead of 1. Ain't that something? Aren't we generous?
Let's get
right?
it. We're generous people. Oh my gosh. All right, so here's how it works. We'll provide you with a hint, and your task is to guess the correct anime protagonist by their first and last name. Pay close attention to the key details in the hints to avoid any confusion. Fun fact: if you've won the first one, you can't enter the second one. We said it again already, and we'll say it again. If you win one, you now win again. So if you put the answer in and somebody else see it and then put the answer second, they're the ones getting it, not you. All right?
Right.
So who's
and
ready?
Hold on. To answer the ice bear question, we did not forget the
Okay.
Insta. We have something special for tonight. All right.
Mhm,
It's not just me. I promise. It's something special. All right. Cool.
Special.
So Ming, what is the first anime
All right.
protagonist? Then I forgot guess.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind. It's fine. Okay.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. My controller literally fell. So
The
it's so
excitement.
like I have it like up on a wall, so it falling down kind of almost fall on my face. I'm like, so you're telling me I need to play games? Oh my gosh, kind of aggressive. But anyways, who's ready for Guess the Anime Protagonist Shonen Edition? Yay! All right, so this is the first one.
Listen
Get
carefully, guys.
Your holes ready. Are you ready? All right. He's a guy with a hot temper and an even hotter secret. Raised by a mighty father who's not quite human. He's always ready to spark a fight, especially when his family is in danger. Known for his explosive entrances and a unique problem with transportation. He's got a fiery personality, literally. What's the first and last name of this character? Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Wow. Wait.
No. Ooh. It's not right.
No.
YouTube?
2 people answered at the same time, and 1 person got it right because 1 person has the spelling correct.
Yes. Oh,
Right.
no.
I swear you beat out Wilson. Wilson,
Yes.
it's Dragneel, not
Ignil, not
Igneel.
Ignil. Ignil is the name of the father.
Right.
Ignil is the name of the father. You were so
Right.
close, Wilson, but so far.
Ice Bear.
Ice
You
Bear.
got you got the first one. Yeah,
You
Wilson.
got the first.
Funny enough, Wilson, your message came before.
You
but
did.
you got
you were fast.
you just got
You
the last
just-
name wrong.
You were so close. You were so close, but yet so far.
Oh no. Oh dear.
But you have another chance, right, Rhea? Give them the second question.
Alright, so once again, once you've won the first one, you cannot win the second one, okay, Ice
The
Bear?
Ice Bear, you're out.
You're locked
out,
in for
Ice
the
Bear.
first one, and that's that.
You're locked in.
Alright. So, the next one. This is the description. He's a guy who literally sets the world ablaze with his unique steps. Known for a flashing a creepy grin, he might seem villainous at first, but his burning passion is all about protecting others and uncovering a fiery truth about his past. His feet are fast, his heart's hotter, and he's ready to kick any inferno into submission. What is this character's first and last name?
Dun 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 dun. I actually, this is easy for me. Not because I already know the answer, but because it is easy. I swear, looks like them
I'd
know.
like to remind y'all we need a first and a last name.
Yes, you can't just give one. We need a last name. We need a last name too. TikTok. We need a last name. YouTube. TikTok. YouTube. TikTok.
But yes, this is look like a double fire question. I see.
It does.
A double fire question.
You need first and last name. You can't get it with a first name only. TikTok. YouTube. Rain. Yes. We need a name. You're on the money. You're on the money. You're on the ball. It's fire. It's heat. It's heat. Just give me a name. Give me a name. Oh, there we go.
Is that the name?
Hold on. Ooh, it's spelled incorrectly. It's spelled incorrectly. I need assistance. Are we giving them if the name is spelled incorrectly?
Here's the
Get the right name.
Okay, the thing is, no. Oh God.
No. Okay. All right.
Oh
we
God.
were just.
I feel so bad for the guy in the TikTok. Oh no.
Oh my God. YouTube got it. YouTube got it.
I feel so bad for the guy in the TikTok.
TikTok, you spelled the name incorrect.
Tilmar, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Wilson, you got it. The answer is Sinra Kusu Kabe, not Kusu Kaze.
Oh
gosh.
no.
Oh no.
I feel so bad.
Wilson, you tried again and you won.
Tilmar, if it was up to me.
But it's not up to she. It's not up to she. It wasn't up to me either. I would have given you two. But we were told to know.
Thank you for participating.
Its power's higher than us. Thank you
no.
so much.
Oh no, I'm reading the moderator's comments and dying. But you know what? This is what's how to call it. Guess the protagonist after all. And you know what? I appreciate the efforts from everybody. So our winners for tonight. Oh my goodness. Our winners for tonight were Ice Bear and Wilson. I guess Wilson got to redeem himself.
He did.
Oh,
Ice Bear. Tilmar can get justice on the next episode of the Yaadie anime experience. Make sure you are there. You will have another chance to win. Justice for who? Tilmar. You will get your justice next episode. Not gone. Your justice gone. It's just gone. Oh,
and of course, our lovely sponsor, Zalka Distributors, i.e. Eat Good JA, are the ones that are providing the prizes for the giveaways. So we have made a note of y'all's information. If anything, are they to hit up the DMs? What is the MO again? How does that work?
Or moderator will be reaching out to you. They have taken the names, so make sure you leave your messages open, okay?
Right.
Or you can contact us on TikTok or IG.
Right. So Wilson, Ice Bear, or is it Ice Bear? Yeah. So TikTok, anybody on TikTok, you can DM the page, or for Wilson, you can always hit us up on the Instagram, and we can get everything sorted regarding the
prize.
Right.
And now, my favorite section. My favorite segment. You already know. Now it's time for my favorite part of the show. We know the anime community is full of strong opinions. I am one such person with a very strong opinion myself. And we want to hear yours. Call in and in 3 points or less, convince us on why this anime protagonist would have been dead in their own universe without plot armor. So, give us the anime character of your choice, the anime protagonist of your choice that would have died without plot armor. I have so many.
In 3 points or
Almost
less.
all of them. But yes, 3 points or less. So you can join our Discord.
Moderator, I'm gonna need that Discord link so I can pin it to the chat.
It will be pinned to our chat in YouTube. So for our TikTok people, you can head over onto our YouTube to click the link and join our Discord and come over so we can have your 3 points. And our YouTube people, you will soon get the link.
Let me just head over to the live on the YouTube side so that I can do this. But yeah.
All right, guys. So meanwhile that happens, we already have somebody in the chat waiting to go. I love that. All right, so I'm gonna start it off. I'm gonna start it off. I love this man. I love these men. Because I'm gonna give y'all 2. They're amazing, they're strong. Luffy and Zuko. Not Zuko, wow. Luffy and Zoro. I don't know why I was thinking about Zuko, but Luffy and Zoro. So let me talk to you about why Luffy should have died if there was no plot armor. First of all, Doflamingo fight, mind you, almost did die. He really did. If it wasn't for the townspeople carrying Luffy's unmoving body and taking his space and dying for him, like Doflamingo really did off those people when he was slashing through them to get to Luffy. He really did kill them. If it was not for that, which I do consider plot armor, because people are literally giving their lives to save Luffy so he could come back and go into that fight. If it was not for that, Doflamingo would have definitely killed Luffy. It would have been OVER. It would have been over for my dude. I love him. He would have died. Secondly, Zoro. Zoro should have died enough times. Not gonna lie to you. He should have died many, many times. That thing with Kuma sucking out all of the pain that Luffy had endured in Thriller Bark.
Okay, with that specifically, you have a point. I'm not even gonna lie.
Because remember, Zoro also went through a very hard fight and was on death's door as well. Like, it's not like Zoro was fully at 100. He was like at 10%, if I'm gonna be honest. My dude went through it. And then you put every single thing, all the pain that Luffy had felt throughout that whole thing, and put it in Zoro, and that man had the audacity, the gall, to stand up and say, nothing happened. Bitch, you should have been dead. Stop it. Stop all the foolishness. Stop. Cut the cap. It was too much for me. I love him. And I love Luffy. But y'all know y'all should have died. Y'all. Oh no! Ooh, another thing with Luffy. That whole fight against Kaido. Oh my god. If I don't know what plot armor was before, Jesus. Kaido literally defeated Luffy 3 different times. And Luffy, like a roach, said, bitch, who said I was dead? Who told you I died? It's your fault for not double tapping on my body to make sure I'm dead.
Oh, no.
I'm not gone. I'm still here.
I'm still here.
And I was just like, I'm not lying. If I was in Wano at the time, I'd have been looking at Luffy like, what are you? Also, this is the last one. I'm so sorry. I just remembered this freaking asshole. The 6-headed crosses. Wait a minute. The Shogun. That man there. What a plot armor they take. Them cut off him head 2 different time. A man then dead. Me say, sir, oh, you're not dead. Every minute we think him dead. The first time Kaido cut off him head, he never dead. The second time they cut off him head, he never dead. Me say, God, somebody kill this man. Let him die, cause me tired.
Oh
no. All of my choices have been from One Piece. Thank you very much. I am finished.
Oh.
Now it is time for Neko before we bring in the people to give us their opinions.
Oh dear. You know I always have issues with on-the-spot questions.
Thank you for
Uh,
the heart, Zach. That's why I gave so many answers so you could think about it. You never
I've
give me
been
a try.
thinking about it, but I kept laughing. All right. So anime
Hi,
character.
Spider. I have noticed you from the beginning. Hi. I was just really
Right.
into my point.
So why and what anime protagonist would have been dead in their own universe without plot armor?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Y'all gonna fight me for this one.
Oh God. I have my hands up. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put on my scary face. Oh, that's not my scary face.
Y'all gonna be
Oh,
so
that's
mad when I
That's not my
say
scary.
this one. Aaron.
Hmm.
Now, okay.
True. True. Mm.
So
All right. Tell me why. Tell me
so
why.
hear me out. This
Yeah,
one guy
Mhm.
just happened to have been this
Mhm.
one fellow that the
Mhm.
son of this one guy that happens to have shifter abilities, that happened to meet the other guy who has the attack titan, who happens to, and the attack titan just happens to control to have the ability to control everybody else because of what other point, and can happen to connect to the founding titan.
There's a lot of happenings.
Which
There's just a lot of
also
coincidences.
happens to he can also speak and transcend through time
Yeah.
to speak to his
Yeah.
other versions, to other
Yeah.
attack titans, to say, by the way, you need to kill this guy, by the way, you shouldn't do that. Now look, Attack on
I am
Titan is an amazing anime. Okay,
Mhm.
it's an amazing anime.
Mm-hmm.
But Lord, everything is just every single thing. Him just have a foot in everything. And him break the anime rules and punch somebody before them transform. And another, I was about to say this, Ice Bear, I was about to say that. Ichigo Kurosaki. Where is this mixed brother going? Mixed species brother going?
Mongrel, actually.
This mongrel ass dude going.
We love him, by the way. He is a mongrel, but we do love him. But he should have died in the fight with Ukiyoru. He actually did die. But he came back to life because plot armor. You know what I mean? Literal plot armor said he shall die. You know what?
He's Jamaican out of many one people. I am sick. I'm sick.
I love it. He everybody plus Tosh.
Ichigo is a Jamaican, confirmed.
Confirmation. Okay. Enough of our takes. So we're going to bring people in now. We have somebody waiting. So we're going to bring them in. Who is this? Aspiring Holistic. This is a name I don't know. Whoever you are, you're being brought in now. All right. Hello.
Greetings.
Greetings. Is this Wilson?
Is
Hello,
The
Wilson.
voice. Hi, Wilson. Hi, winner.
Wow.
guys.
So
Greetings, Mika, greetings.
we want to know what anime protagonist you think would be dead in their own universe without plot
Yup.
armor. Who you think?
What are you thinking?
Luffy. I'm really glad that Ling has
I mean,
it's like I love One Piece. I used to really love it, but even from you see when he fought Crocodile, the first one is when
Oh
he
my
fought
goodness.
Crocodile. He almost died like 3 times. Just like, bro, come on.
is it a Luffy fight if he doesn't almost die?
No, I mean, enough time is just like, but he literally got stabbed through the
Oh no,
stomach.
I agree with you 1000%. Luffy was
Mhm.
my choice too. I agree with you 1000. We love him, but he should have died many times.
Any other reason
And,
apart from the crocodile fight?
The crocodile fight, the what I really hate, I believe in the one I hate the most for last. The second one was versus Inero. When they got to the Sky Island and fight the lightning dude, it's literally just because he was made of rubber. Because that dude, in my eyes,
Because his
like
weakness. Yeah, because
One piece.
Eneru literally was basically God. Like it's very hard to beat Eneru. But Luffy was just his one weakness. Luffy literally was just the man weakness. It was just like he's made of rubber. What you gonna do?
And now it's like, is he even rubber now? Cause what?
That's
Anyway,
actually what I was going to bring up as well. It's not technically rubber. It's not
we
no
don't even
rubber
know.
fruit, so how that even makes sense though?
Let's just say the fruit that he
Armor.
ate, the fruit that he eats gives him the ability to turn anything into what he imagines, and rubber is the best way to describe that.
So I'm not
This is what I
it
see.
is not the best way. Hold on, sit down.
I
Hold
love-
on.
I-
It's not the best way. We can talk about the fact that the imagination thing works. The
Okay.
only way that is the only reason that this condition is still satisfied is because he thought he was rubber because because he thought the fruit was a rubber fruit. That's the only way the imagination thing is justified. Not no.
Listen,
Listen.
you know what I say? You know what I say towards this? Oda told me that it's so, and I said, "You're right, Oda. It is so." I don't question Oda. Who are you to question it? We don't question. We don't question Oda. We accept what Oda tells us, and I'm like, "Okay, Oda, you said
I
so."
don't really
I
hear that as people now think that the lightning dude is weak. Bridging things to be
we all know that the lightning fruit is one of the strongest fruits. It's just that Luffy is the exception. Luffy is just the exception. Plot armor in its great.
No, that is plot armor in its finest, especially with what we
Yes.
know now.
With what we know now, it's like, damn, Oda, you really took us for a spin, didn't you? Woo! We dumb. Okay. Anyways.
Oh yeah, it was rubber, definitely.
Definitely. Side
Definitely.
eyes.
The last
It's a-
one was
Which one?
when he was fighting Big Man's son. I can't remember his name. That is-
Kakeguri.
Yes, and it's like he was getting whooped and he was losing, but then the guy decided to stab himself in the stomach mid-fight for honor. You are a pirate, sir. What are you on about? What do you mean honor? A bit.
Okay. In
Pirates
his
can't
defense,
honor.
I get it.
Because
He
he
wanted a
respected
fair
him,
fight, and his family, or one of his people interrupted.
Yeah, but
did
he
a
thought it was-
low blow.
No matter what. So
It's the okay. It is plot armor, but it's also the principle.
You're literally sabotaging your own family right now. But anyway, so that's my thing. He should not have, like, still in my mind category, could have still probably come back and bust a little gear 5 and bust a floopy, but we're not that.
That's so funny. You literally said this man should come bust a gear 5. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say. Would they say come bust a gear 5 pan them?
I knew they said a thing about Titus, I didn't even mention.
Oh, listen, I
Oh, dear.
completely agree. I said this man would have died many times.
Where's them gang up on him? It was the biggest jump in history. Like 5 pirate crews combined, man. Anyways, so Luffy, it's that
Yes.
thing. You seem to make it so far. You have the gear 5 now and you're not gonna lose again, but Jano, bro.
Thank you very much, Wilson. Thank you very much.
Like,
We're
have a
going
nice
to-
day.
Thank you. Good night.
As usual.
What you say?
What you say?
Join the stream, as usual.
Oh, okay.
Yay, thank you.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. So we have another person waiting. So we're going to bring them in right now. I have no idea who they are. Their name is Dart Yoda.
That's Ice Bear.
Oh, it's Ice Bear. Hi,
Yeah.
Ice Bear. Okay, we're bringing in Ice Bear right now. Hi, Ice Bear.
Oh.
Bye, Ice Bear. Okay, let me bring him in again. Hold
Oh
on.
my goodness. Oh.
Ice Bear.
Damn.
Ice Bear, I'm not bringing you back in until you tell me no. I'm not bringing you back until you tell me. I have trauma. I have trauma. Trauma.
Traumatized.
I am traumatized. I'm traumatized.
Oh
Hi,
my
Prince Right. Welcome in. Welcome in.
goodness.
Ice Bear, can I drag you in now? Because now
Is
I am
she
traumatized.
allowed?
Am I allowed? Am I allowed?
Oh. Yes, okay, go ahead. Oh my goodness. One person, please. There we
Okay.
go.
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go.
Oh my goodness.
What is happening? Ice Bear, please. Yes, Spider.
Yes, what is it?
What is it?
What is
Wait,
it?
What? Yes. Yes.
You have your answer to the question since I
You
swear
have-
not working.
Yeah.
I'm being attacked right now.
How
Like
are you being attacked?
I just joined to say hi to Ariel, and then bam, I'm just getting like moved around.
Damn.
What's the question?
Right, so we'll wait on Ice Bear afterwards, right? So the question is there an anime protagonist in mind that you have that would be dead in their own universe if they did not have plot armor?
And we're not going to say Goku, right?
I mean, it's an option.
I
Somebody
mean-
had said it in the chat, you know.
Yeah, it's any option you want. You
Anything
give
you
us your
want.
3 reasons. You just have to convince us why Goku. 3 reasons. Go. Hello?
Damn.
I'm PTSD. I can't take it.
The trauma is real.
Rhea, come get me. I can't do this no more. They scared me. They're
Hold on.
scary.
You don't need to be scared anymore.
They're scaring me. I'm traumatized.
Alright, hold on. How do I do this again? Mighty God. How do I move this person to other places?
I do actually agree that Goku would definitely be dead without plot armor. My dude died, went to heaven, trained, and came back to life. What type of foolishness? My dude told people, don't bring me back to life yet. I'm still in my training arc. Goku 1000%. You want to try? Come into the Discord. You can head over onto our YouTube channel, click the link that is pinned, and join our Discord. And you can come in and give your 3 reasons why. Yeah.
Is it a case where like one of the mods got to move them? Were you the one moving people before?
Yeah, I was the one moving them. But then they would come out, and I'm just like, because they can come out if they want.
Ah, okay.
Okay. Let me move Ice Bear back in and see.
Yeah, there's something going on with that particular account. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
So I'm not sure what is happening there. But if you have an answer, you're not able to come into the call-in segment, you can definitely give your answer right here in the chat. We
That is
are
an
reading them
option.
as well. Yes, it is also an option. So I don't want to be traumatized. Oren, why are you Goku's lawyer? Tell me why you object. Convince me why. Because this man should have died. He literally did die. Convince me why.
Oh, is that
Are you
Ice
okay?
Bear? Are you okay? Are you able to say things?
Hello? 1, 2, 3, red light.
Bloody hell.
Ah, there we go.
Okay.
Discord and its
There
lovely
we
nature.
go.
We love Discord, right?
Discord is finally working.
Like,
Yay.
Like bloody hell. I hate this app. I hate this app sometimes.
Discord
But
be
as
on
for why I'm here,
something.
right?
Welcome
As for why
in.
I'm here, right? I have 2 answers to this question.
Mhm.
Okay.
Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. You
Haha.
are going to tell me that a child
Genius
so human
child.
transfiguration comes up without an arm, right?
Yeah.
And somehow decides that he is going to bring his brother's soul back from the other side and
1000%.
successfully attaches it to an armor and doesn't die.
Yeah.
And then there's Shiro Emiya
Oh.
from from the Fate series, right? So there's this dude called Gilgamesh who is the strongest hero of all time, and you're telling me that Shira not only somehow manages to have the greatest healing artifact in the entire series embedded in his soul, and somehow has the perfect counter to an ability that has every single weapon in history stored in the gate of Babylon, somehow survives. He doesn't have any magic, somehow powers. Shiro should have been dead. His self from the future comes back to assassinate him, and he doesn't
What?
die. He gets stabbed.
Because who knows myself better than myself? Who knows me better than me, huh? I can outdo my me. Wait, that sounds crazy.
and then finally there's Ken Kaneki.
Oh my god,
no.
my poor baby! My poor baby! Leave Ken alone! Leave him alone!
What is your logic regarding Ken?
What is your logic?
How do you fight, right? How do you fight the greatest hunter in the series and come out with an altered personality? And you're telling me the only reason you come out with an altered personality is because he stabs you on a specific point and erases your memory?
Because you're built different,
Built different.
Oh no.
Yeah. You made me
And then
built
there's
different.
episode 1, right? Then there's episode 1. What is the likelihood of a human child surviving tons of steel falling down on them without any form of broken bones, but somehow you get ghoul organs and survive? Episode 1.
Should have
Then there's
died.
the fight with
Yeah.
then there's the fight with Nishiki. The same season, right? Then there's the fact that you get kidnapped by Jason of all people, and he doesn't eat you and somehow tortures you into getting a power up, and you don't die. And then he fights the guy who's been trapped in prison, who gets his ass beaten, right? But he still doesn't die. And you're telling me Ken doesn't deserve to be dead? His plot armor may not be, as good as other people, but how do you explain those random ass pops?
I would just like to say, there is no. Listen, I have nothing to say. Protagonists get power up for no reason, bro. Look at Luffy. Luffy became a god out of nowhere. I was just like, bro.
That is blasphemy. That is blasphemy.
You saw
will
Luffy
keep
because.
Luffy's name out of it.
Oh no. Here we go
Hey,
again.
hey, I would just like to say I am a big Luffy fan. I am a big One Piece fan. But come on, in that fight, I was reading it, I didn't expect to hear that Luffy was a god. I was like, oh, are y'all on crack? I was like, hold on. But then I remember, in order we trust, so we don't question. But at first, I was like, hold on. But then I remembered, in order we trust. In order we trust,
So,
and I move on.
So are we not going to talk about Usopp?
Oh no, Usopp should have died too. Hey, if we stay on One Piece, all of them should have been dead. Except Nami. Nami out here dodging bullets. She don't play with her life. She built
Nami
different.
was set, bro. Nami had a whole plan and everything. Luffy just
Nami
came
not
in.
gonna be there.
Nami's good.
Yeah,
Nami's good people. Nami's good people.
great people.
I
Great
hope she
people.
dies.
What? I'm
Why?
like, what? You see, this is why we don't like haters. They gonna come. Hey!
Oh,
Whoa!
no. Oh
Wow. Oh no. If something happens to my Nami, I will curse him forever. I will find a way to work Obia on him. Make one thing happen to my Nams. One thing. Curse. I'll find that Obia. Hello?
Yes, ready now?
Oh, you're ready? You're ready with your answer now?
My phone died.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Alright, so I said Goku.
Okay.
And there's a million reasons why. I don't know where to start.
A million.
Every single saga you see it again, right?
We need only 3. Yes, give it to us straight.
3. Let's use Cell saga. Goku got, when Goku is supposed to die, he did die. The man is going to use the power of everybody in the world to do a spirit bomb. Like, come on.
Yo.
Like, not just your own, but the whole world. Including, Jesus. All right, so you guys accept that one, right?
Yeah.
Fine.
Sure. Okay. Sure. Yep. Yeah.
All right, so next I would say Frieza. Quiet,
To
please.
be fair, the fact that Frieza is still around is kind of wild.
100%.
Died. Thought the man died, but then he came back in gold form, and I was like, "You're not dead."
Yeah.
Crazy. Wild. Then he came back again in Super. I'm like, "You're still not dead." Insanity. Actually crazy. This man is a cockroach at this point. Him just won't dead. No sir.
Yeah.
Cockroach.
I was referring to Goku still, but
Oh, you thought the fight with?
Oh, I mean, as in the fight
with
between them.
Frieza. Oh, okay, he
Oh.
should have died.
first.
Okay, I
Fair enough.
So the first one now, Goku. Remember that at this time, Super Saiyan is a legend.
Okay.
Goku is able to attain Super Saiyan, which is the only possible way to beat Frieza. How? When? Where? Why?
Grow in a fight, and he was pushed to his utmost limit,
And
he
him of all
attained
people
the
just
rarity.
happened to become Super Saiyan, you know.
Because he was the only one that was pushed far enough.
He's the only
After their entire race was slaughtered, hold on. That's not being pushed far enough?
Frieza
Pause.
didn't fight. Wait. I'll just give this. Frieza didn't fight all of the Saiyans. He blew up the planet. He didn't fight them. If he fought them, they would have probably been pushed to that level. But he didn't fight them. He just blew them up.
Oh, okay.
So
he just
I'll
threw a
give- I'll
nuke
give
and
it.
said, get lost, instead of doing a head-on fair fight.
Yeah, he was
okay.
like,
okay.
because he can't fight all them Saiyans by himself. He would have died. He would have died. It makes sense, blow it up. Why fight all of them? Why fight all of the M words? Oh my god.
So tell me now,
Mhm.
Goku, of all the Saiyans who have been training all them life, as opposed to this man who has not been training. Literally, the only training him do is in the hyperbolic time chamber just before that.
No, Goku has been training all in life as well.
Yeah,
It's
he's
just that
literally trained by the greatest martial artist on earth, as Wilson said. Well on.
he's been training all in life. Goku been about fighting. He's always fun.
You cannot compare that fighting even from Dragon Ball up. You can't compare that to what the Saiyan them are go through.
It's level
But
to
they
these
hold on.
things.
Okay,
It's
but
levels.
hold on. They're the same species though. Even though they did different types of training, they're the same species, which means that they
Thank
can
you.
still get a quality result, even though it's different type of training.
True. And then after he dies, because remember he dies, and he understands what it is to be a saint. He goes into heaven and he trade off him backside and come back.
So him training in the afterlife, and in a real life, and in the hyperbolic time chamber. Well on.
So tell me, that makes
Yeah.
sense to you?
I never said it makes sense, but that is what happened.
I said I can understand.
I never said it makes sense, but that is the world that Akira Toriyama. I said his name Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Akira
That he came up
Toriyama
with.
made. That is the world he made, and I agree with it. I won't say that it's that the only reason I think Goku should have died long time for real. Him being able to train in heaven is plot armor in my eyes. That's plot
Exactly.
armor. That is plot
How
armor.
can you train in
I
them?
don't know, but then the reason why I can give that kind of pass is because you can wish people back to life because of Shinra. So I guess because you can wish people back to life, you can train in the afterlife. Bro, listen, Akira Toriyama made his world, and I'm just watching it. I'm not even living in it. I'm just watching it. I'm just watching.
Okay, and the last example,
Mm-hmm.
I'll probably use Margin Saga.
Boo! Honestly,
Oh.
everybody should have died with Boo. Everybody should have died.
That was a
in
whole
Boo.
mess.
That was a whole. I still don't know how they survived that. I'm like, y'all should have really died. Y'all shouldn't have survived,
It's not Boo. Obviously, everybody's supposed to dead.
which they didn't.
But I am using Vegeta in that.
Vegeta what? Should have what? I'm confused.
Vegeta should have killed Goku again. The man was all dead. That's the next thing. The man was dead and fighting. And then he even pushed himself further to go Super Saiyan 3. No, man. Come on, man.
Yes, I do agree with that point. I don't
Why?
know how a dead man is fighting. That is bullshittery. That is actually the highest grade of plot armor. In my eyes, the Goku was a zombie. He said it's time to go zombie Saiyan. At that point, it must have been zombie Saiyan because what are you doing? What are we doing? But you see, this is why people don't take what name? What I want the name? Super
Super Saiyan
GT.
3?
People don't
Oh, GT?
yeah, GT. People don't take it seriously. That's like a head canon. That's like they're like that's not even real. That's not real. That's just a time that happened where we don't know what the fuck was happening there. Like zombie Goku, really? Because that's a zombie, In Fighting Dead, that's a zombie. That's a zombie. Just letting y'all know.
Well,
Shonen editors.
let's start editing normal Z first, because he's always been a zombie in my opinion.
Because no. If he's wished back to life, he's not a zombie. He came back to life. He's not a zombie. He's not reanimated. He's not dead. He's not a living corpse. He is alive.
What happened to a person when them dead? Tell me.
They die. But if you're wished back to life, huh?
How them bring them body to the afterlife?
Listen, are you trying to explain magic? Because the magic brings the body back to life.
The Dragon Ball universe dictates as such. That's all me know. I know that's not how it go here, but the Dragon Ball universe dictates.
Dragon Ball universe says Shinra can take a soul and put it back in a body and bring back life, and I say sure. Anything you say, Akira Toriyama, I agree with you.
Rest in peace, bro.
Rest in peace.
Dragon Ball universe also says if you fall off, you go to hell and you can't come back. Really no. Really no.
Yes.
Oh dear.
Yo, shouldn't the Vegeta have gone to hell? Just saying.
What?
Shouldn't Vegeta had gone to hell? I'm just saying.
Goku went. Goku came back.
Goku went to hell?
Oh boy.
You know what? We're stop talking about this because we have somebody else waiting in chat to come in. So thank you, Spider, for your 3 reasons. I don't know if y'all were convinced. I've been convinced because I thought that man had too much plot armor too late. Y'all didn't have to convince me. I already thought that man should have died. Anyways, because he did die. He did die. Just saying. Thank you very much. We're going to be bringing in the Prince now. Hello, Prince.
Welcome in, welcome in.
Welcome in. This is going to be our last one for the night. Hi, welcome in.
Okay, so I'm lucky then.
Yeah, you're a lucky lass.
Okay, so my first will be Renji from Bleacher.
Oh, I can see it now, but what is the reason? What is your reason?
He really was a dead man. He really was. Continue.
We all know.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, we know when Renji say Bankai, when he said Bankai, Rose, Baru. That's it.
He losing the fight.
It's all over.
It's over.
I can't even explain it because as he started
Bankai don't make sense. It don't work.
Oh no.
It's one of the weakest Bankais. I'm so sorry. Continue. Oh god.
It's okay. His true form. It's actually good, but overall, it's still bad. He just roll Bankai and then he get beaten after. Then he complain a lot. So.
Oh dear.
Give Renji a real Bankai. Give Reggie a real Bankai. I swear, give him a real Bankai because I never see somebody going Bankai so much and lose.
No, oh my god, you know you have a point on that?
Bro, be going into Bankai and losing. I'm like, sir, this is your ace card. How are you losing?
You can't be, you know, embarrassing the Soul Society like this, dog. You can't do this.
Exactly.
You're giving Bankai a bad name.
Bankais really do have a bad name. They really do. Anytime Renji uses Bankai, I'm like, oh, this guy about to lose a fight. He about to lose a fight. Very rare occasions does he win. But tell us one fight
Although
or
he
one
wasn't
reason.
awakened yet, but still the bad.
Oh boy.
I mean, I mean,
Oh no.
I don't know what.
Wilson said Renji's true bankai is to get Ichigo to save him. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh
God.
no.
That's crazy. Wilson! Wilson! Go to the corner. Go to the corner. Go to the corner with that.
Oh no.
Go to the corner. Oh my god, is Ichigo like a little Pokemon that Renji just throws? Be like, I choose you! Ichigo! Save me now!
No. Oh gosh.
I'm done.
Yeah, somebody keeps repeating Naruto. Yes, we get it. We get it, bro. Give your reason. You don't have to repeat the same sentence over and over. God damn it.
Yeah, you can't just say Naruto. Yeah, give me a reason. Give me 3 reasons. Prince, are there any more instances that you would like to highlight why Renji should have died, but plot armor saved him?
Let me see. Especially the fight. I can't. I've watched Bleach quite some while now, but most of the fights, every time when Ichigo there, even as I think he was versus Byakuga the first time.
Oh,
Oh.
the first. Let me tell you why. Byakugan was going to kill him. Byakuya seems like a mean guy.
He just
a
looked
real
mean. He's a
softie.
softie. He's a big softie, okay?
He is a big softie. He's a big softie. He will beat you down to the dogs, but he ain't gonna kill you.
He ain't gonna kill you. He just wants to teach you a lesson.
Just want to make sure you understand your plays. Yeah. But yeah, if it wasn't for plot armor and he had to do his job like for real, Renji would have died.
Yeah, that's
He
true.
would have not been alive. You're so right. Very true. Very true.
Thank you for the rose and the heart, Niall.
Thank you. Yes. Remember, guys, love up the page, give us the likes, share. Thank you so much. And Prince, thank you so much for coming on and
Yes,
giving us
appreciate it.
your reason. Thank you so much. Anything else
You're
you'd
welcome.
like to
Thank you.
say? All right. Good night. All right, so
boy.
that was our last one for the night. Let's say what Donin, whatever your name is. Naruto for dead. 1, Toby can teleport anywhere, anytime. Naruto should have kidnapped and replaced 50. Oh. So you're saying that Naruto shouldn't have even existed because Toby should have just took Naruto out. But I will say this. Toby would not have been able to tell that Naruto would have actually been a threat to him after many years. I don't think Toby would have, Toby could not have realized that Naruto would become the threat he is now. Because remember, they were able to take a lot of the Jinchurikis very easily. So I really do believe that they just thought Naruto would have been an easy target that they could have gotten at any time. He just turned out to not be. He just turned out to be one of the most annoying ones to get it. I'm getting
goodness,
robbed
Kat.
and Renji yells Bankai. Because your money's getting got and Renji's gonna get beat down. Like, who told you to do that? Who told them? Renji
out here
Somebody
catching
redeem.
strays.
It's not even strays. He's catching straight bullets at this point,
Oh,
and they're
no.
directed straight to him. They're not strays. They were meant for him.
His second
Okay.
point was he needed the 9 tails in the first place. I mean,
Actually, not okay. Naruto. I don't think Naruto needed the 9 tails. The 9 tails does make him stronger, but we do see with him using Sage mode that even without the 9 tails, he would still be considerably strong. Because remember, Uzumaki is on a whole have a lot of chakra. So even if he would not tap in to the 9 tails chakra, he would still have a lot of chakra. So I don't agree with if Naruto never have the 9 tails, he would just be a weakling. No. Honestly, I think he would just be more accepted. He
okay, I
would
think what you're saying is that Toby needed the 9 tails.
Oh, that's what you mean. He could have just gotten the 9 tails early. I think after he got his hat beat down from the 4th Hokage, and it got resealed because I think the reason why Toby had to wait until Kishina was giving birth to get the nine tails is because that was when the seal was at its weakest. But once they sealed it in Naruto, it was very strong. It was a very strong seal. So it wouldn't have been something that would have been easy to break. But over the course of the show, the seal started to get weaker and weaker. So I don't think it was a case that, oh, he needed a seal, why didn't he just get it? It's more that he couldn't just go and get the nine tails because the seal was very strong. Because if it was a case where he could have just up and go and broken the seal at any time, he would have just done that for Kishina, which he couldn't have done because the seal was strong.
Yeah.
And that's what I was.
There's also the point of Wilson was saying he thinks they needed to collect them in order, or at least practice on the weaker tails first before going for the nine tails.
Because some of the other tail beasts had their seals were much weaker than Naruto's at the time. Because throughout the course of the show, we see his seals get weaker, which is why we see the nine tails chakra seeping out. Every time we're seeing that, we're actually seeing the seal get weaker and weaker. Like every time we're seeing Naruto get the nine tails chakra, it's getting weaker. So I just think that he wouldn't have been able to just like break the seal when Naruto was a baby. Remember, at that time Naruto would have had a lot of security and everybody would have been on high alert as well. So it wouldn't have been just an easy 1, 2, 3 go in and get it. And he was gravely damaged in that fight as well. It wasn't an easy fight for him.
Oh boy. But yes, guys, I think. Oh my gosh, Kurama. Yo, these are all very lovely opinions, you know. I must say. I'm glad everybody participated so passionately.
Very passionate. We would be here all night, guys, and we can't do that. Ooh.
Yeah, so I must say, this is all the time that we have left for today's episode of the Yaadie anime experience. But we have to say we are so glad that everybody in the ACF fam could join us tonight. I was your host, Silver Neko.
And me, Ming, Arjun Ming. We hope you guys had a great time today. We're very grateful and thankful that you guys have come again for our third episode. We appreciate it. And at the end of this month, we will be having our fourth episode. We hope to see you there. And remember to make sure you follow us on all our socials: TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. It's AnimeCom Fest. And on YouTube, it's AnimeCom Festival. So make sure you follow us and keep an eye out on our YouTube page. We will be bringing more content there. I know I've been saying it, but trust us, meetings are going to be happening and content will be coming. So keep an eye out, guys. We got you covered. Oh, also remember the New Year's Eve cosplay ball is coming up again.
Mm-hmm.
So keep your eyes out for more information regarding that. The theme is Arabian Night.
Mm-hmm.
So make sure you come out ready to impress, as we did last year.
Yes, guys, and of course this episode will be available just like the previous ones on YouTube. So if you want to relive the moments, any information, any tips, any interviews that came across your feed tonight, it will be up on the VOD and chaptered accordingly later on. We'll also have any information that our guest would like to provide for communication purposes to find them on either social media or through email. And yeah, that's it for tonight, guys. So I'm deafen everybody and close off. Thank you to everyone that came in on the TikTok and the YouTube.
Thank you so much. And for everybody who are having heated debates right now, make sure you save that energy for our next episode, because our next episode we're coming with an even spicier opinions, because we love the opinions and we love to get you talking.
All right, I am running tech as per usual, so we're gonna deafen everybody on the host side, and I'ma sign everyone out. Peace out.